Now in Good Morning Northwest, we are on the scene of breaking news. A deadly apartment fire in Spokane Valley.
And we are watching the radar this morning as clouds and showers approach from the north when this could turn into a chance of snow in your first alert forecast.
And it's an important day in the U of I murders case. What a judge is considering could dismantle the prosecution's case against suspect Brian Kohberger. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, January 23rd. We're starting off with some breaking news this morning. One person is dead in an apartment fire. Crews are still working to determine how it all started.
And neighbors first reported a tree on fire. Allison Martinez is live at the scene with the newest information. Allison.
Good morning. I'm here on Skipworth and Main Avenue in Spokane Valley, and the most important takeaway here is we know that one person is unfortunately dead as a result of this apartment fire. The Spokane Valley Fire Department says they were called to this apartment complex just after 8 o'clock last night, originally responding to a fire in a tree, but once they got here, this became a working fire and they called in all resources and more engines. While investigating a possible extension of the fire, crews saw a fire on a ground floor unit with heavy smoke billowing out. That's when they found someone dead. Crews were able to put the fire out last night and are still investigating the cause. Now, we spoke to the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, and they say that they questioned a few residents, but no arrests have been made. This fire is under investigation. Now, we've reached out to the Spokane Valley Fire Department to get you the latest details, and we'll be sure to share this information as soon as it becomes available. For now, reporting live in Spokane Valley, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
All right, Allison, thank you.
And we're checking in with Matt Gray for a look at that first alert forecast.
Yeah, keeping an eye on some snow showers up with our friends in BC, and even a little bit of snow now trying to push its way into the North Cascades. Should be dry here for the morning, but definitely something to watch here as we head into the afternoon and beyond. We also have plenty of high cloud cover across our region. This is our kind of colorized satellite. The red signifying high clouds. If we had any blue, if we could see any blue, that would be low clouds and fog. So it looks like we're sticking with the high clouds today, and that has kept our temperatures much warmer than it was at this time yesterday. We're in the 20s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Still a few areas in the teens out there. Winter's above zero for the first time at this time of morning in a couple of days. So we're talking about, in many cases, 5, 10 plus degrees above where we were at this time last night when we had clear skies and chilly temperatures. Just a sign of some change. We'll continue to see this cloudy weather through the rest of the day. Maybe a few breaks to see some sun, but not many. Then as we head into the evening, as another round of cold weather approaches, we'll have a chance for snow. More on that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Matt, thanks. Well, today the attorneys for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students will argue that some of the key evidence used to connect their client to the scene of the crime should be thrown out.
The defense says the genetic genealogy process used to connect Brian Kohberger to the knife sheath found at the scene was not transparent or legal. His defense team has argued all along that the genetic genealogy evidence was illegally used and should not be allowed at trial. Much of what will be argued and who will argue it is unclear. That is because the judge has sealed exactly what evidence will be discussed, as well as the witness list. The defense and a coalition of media companies, including 4 News Now, are pushing for this to be public. The judge says the court will stream what it can, but says he is concerned that potential jurors could hear evidence that they are not allowed to consider during the trial. We will follow this court appearance closely. We'll keep you updated on all the new information and decisions in this case. You can follow us on KXOI.com.
4 people overdosed on drugs in downtown Spokane yesterday. 1 of them died and 3 were hospitalized. It happened near 3rd Avenue and Lincoln Street. Right now, we don't know what they overdosed on. According to the Spokane County Medical Examiner, in the first 22 days of the new year, 16 people died from accidental illicit drug overdoses. Well, extreme winter weather is still affecting millions of Americans around the country, from Arctic temperatures to historic rare snow on the Gulf Coast.
Hannah Joy is at the breaking now desk. And Hannah, the storms and brutal cold have turned deadly now.
That's right, Robin. So far, 10 people have died from the cold temperatures, and thousands of homes and businesses are without power from Texas to Florida. Many areas in the south are seeing a lot of snow. In Florida, there is more than 9 inches of snowfall, and New Orleans has about the same with some icy conditions. State authorities have responded to at least 50 crashes. Meanwhile, officials in Houston are calling in trucks and supplies from Wisconsin. Right now, more than 173 million Americans are under cold weather alerts, but in the West, there are more fires near Los Angeles. The Hughes fire north of LA has forced 31,000 people to evacuate, including students from at least 5 schools.
I was really scared because I thought I was going to get really hurt.
We know parts of Interstate 5 had to be closed. Then later Wednesday evening, it reopened. Officials also say the fire is burning more than 10 acres per minute. As of now, the fire is only contained by 14%. Last night, crews said they had the upper hand, but high winds have forced officials to extend the fire warning for tomorrow. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thank you. A Spokane organization is increasing its efforts to make sure immigrant populations in our area know their rights. In its first 3 days, the new Trump administration has already attempted several changes to immigration policy. Manzanita House, a local organization, has been actively holding workshops. The goal is to prepare immigrants with knowledge about their rights in the United States.
We're not trying to, make sure anyone's lying or obscuring information. It's just what are the rights guaranteed to each and every person, the responsibilities that the government has in order to be able to carry out immigration enforcement.
Immigration attorney Samuel Smith says recent changes to immigration policies have caused an influx of calls to Manzanita House. You can find more information on the resources from this organization on KXLY.com.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:06.
All right, let's check in with Matt Gray again, in for Mark one more day. Taking a look at our temps. 20 degrees, 20 whole degrees.
Hey, not bad. Not bad considering how this week has gone. Don't expect it to be this mild for long. More cold weather on the way in your forecast.
Spokane tries to make a busy and sometimes dangerous part of the city bike and pedestrian friendly. Coming up, we'll take a look at that plan.
And the Pentagon scrambles to fulfill a President Trump order to send troops to our border. Right now, right after the break, just how many soldiers are headed south?
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Come celebrate the Lunar New Year and the Year of the Snake at the Spokane Convention Center on February 1st. There'll be lion and dragon dancers, cultural performances, community resources, and activities for the whole family. The first 500 attendees will receive a swag bag, plus red envelopes with over $20,000 worth of prizes will be given away. Spokane's Lunar New Year celebration is organized by Spokane United We Stand.
Tonight, after the Portland Trailblazers game, Spokane high school athletes with and without disabilities are competing and connecting, how they're creating a community on and off the court. Watch tonight after the game on a special edition of 4 News Now.
All right, it's going to be another good day. Hey, it's cold out, you guys. Families are freezing. They deserve better than that. Let's show them how business should be done. All right, guys, have a great day. Need anything, let me know. Okay, Fixed Rider is free, baby. You know Zags are going all the way this year, right?
Yeah, I do.
Big day. No heat calls, right? We haven't been voted #1 for nothing, you guys. We've worked really hard to earn these customers' trust, and let's show them that we are the best company in town, okay?
I'm really grateful to be a first-generation student from my family. The ES scholarship was definitely a game changer.
I never knew how easy it was to start a scholarship. Whatever you can give every year. That's how I sold it to my family. We talked a lot, waiting for somebody else to do it. And so we finally decided, no, we're not going to wait. We're going to do it. Graduating from college, it was not even a dream. That's what Eastern has done. We have to continue that. We have to help this precious institution that changed so many lives.
It's time to keep those New Year's resolutions going at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
This year, join the gym that can help you reach your goals at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this?
Mom's gonna love this?
All right, kids, come on. It's time for bed.
Good morning, Mr. Snuggles.
Make breakfast special with the cocoa and hazelnutty goodness of Nutella.
Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
It is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. President Donald Trump is dispatching about 1,500 troops to the U.S.-Mexico border to follow through on a promise to crack down on illegal immigration.
The move comes just days after the Trump administration asked the military to be prepared to deploy up to 10,000 active duty troops immediately, setting off a scramble inside the Pentagon. In an Oval Office interview yesterday, Trump also told Fox News he might have to cut funding to so-called sanctuary cities if they do not comply with his immigration orders.
7 San Antonio police officers were shot while responding to what police say was a suicide in progress. Police were involved in a standoff at an apartment complex with a man in his 40s. None of the officers had life-threatening injuries. The shooter, who had not yet been identified, was found dead. Police say they have not determined if the man was killed by himself or whether he was shot by SWAT officers.
NASA is hosting a day of remembrance today. The annual event honors astronauts who died pursuing space exploration and discovery, specifically the crews of Apollo 1 and the space shuttles Challenger and Columbia. There will be a wreath-laying ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia. The Johnson Space Center in Houston and the Kennedy Space Center in Florida will also hold commemoration events.
People with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, have shorter life expectancy and higher risk of mental health issues. In the study published today in the British Journal of Psychiatry, researchers compared primary care data of 330,000 people, where 1 in 11 were diagnosed with ADHD. It found participants lived an average of 4.5 to 11 fewer years, with the results worse for women than men. It also linked ADHD to anxiety, depression, self-harm, suicide, and personality disorders. The study's lead author says it indicates that unmet support needs for people with ADHD.
Time for your takeaways for your forecast. We got another round of cold air coming in this weekend. Out ahead of it today, cloud cover and a chance for a little bit of snow. We'll talk amounts coming up.
The Pacific Avenue Greenway will be one of the newest additions to Spokane's bicycle network. The path will start at Howard Street and stretch all the way to Perry Street. The city hopes this path will better connect the Sprague Union District, the University District, and downtown. Part of this path will cross over the busy streets of Division and Brown.
Brown and Division downtown are definitely active transportation barriers currently, just due to the traffic speeds and the traffic volume being really high. They're loud and they're noisy and they're not pleasant to ride around. So I think having nice, safe, lighted crossings on both of those is going to be pretty critical and pretty critical to the success of this project.
Phase 1 of this project includes Howard to Sherman Street and is fully planned and funded. Phase 2 includes Sherman Street to Perry Street. That phase is still in the planning stage, and the city is hosting a public workshop on Thursday to talk about their plans so far and hear feedback from the community. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13.
About 1,500 people convicted of the January 6th attack on the Capitol are free this morning, pardoned by the president. While they are celebrating, one Idaho woman is rejecting her pardon. Coming up a little later, why she does not want to be cleared of the charges.
And this morning, we're taking a live look over downtown Spokane. You can see that moon up in the sky there. Really prominent. Well, thanks so much for joining us on your Thursday. We'll see you after the break.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings.
See your local GMC dealer.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. I can take real good care of you. See? All taken care of. Works perfectly for you, right?
It's important that you are taken care of properly. At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
From the fields of the Pacific Northwest to the tables of the world, agriculture is at the heart of it all. This February, come in from the cold and join us at the Spokane Ag Show, where we meet together, learn about the industry, and grow. With over 200 exhibitors, expert-led seminars, guest host Rob Sharkey, and live music, it's a show you can't miss. Join us February 4th through the 6th at the Spokane Convention Center. Visit agshow.org for all the details.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
Clogged drains are a huge problem and can cost thousands. With Mainstream, you can prevent clogs before they happen. There's no better time than now to call Mainstream and ask about our 83 or it's free drain clearing special. For just $83, we'll send a technician to your home to clear your drain. And if for some reason we can't get it, it's free. With over 20 years of experience, the expert technicians at Mainstream can restore the flow. Call Mainstream today or visit us at mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this limited time deal.
Fresh Firestone baked pizzas are now available at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Welcome to Arrowhead Pizza. Specialty pizzas with top-notch ingredients and flavors that hit the jackpot. Located inside Coeur d'Alene Casino's food court. Visit cdacasino.com for details.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Satay Bistro and Catering Company.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It is now just about 6:17. Scientists in Idaho are worried about how dry weather will affect the water supply for the state in the upcoming year. Snowpack percentiles have fallen by 11% statewide, with Kootenai County falling from 71% to 55%. Hydrologists on the Upper Snake River are already projecting a below-average water supply because of the declining snowpack.
Currently, our projections are for a fair to poor water supply year this one time based on this index. And we're looking for that to hopefully improve as we move through the spring.
The National Weather Service predicts more moisture for North Idaho over the next 2 weeks, which could help establish a stronger snowpack.
Well, taking a look outside right now, not a lot of snow out there at all. And we've got a little winter weather in the forecast here, but
we're not really adding to that snowpack.
Yeah, no, we're not really adding, but you know what? We got until, you know, kind of the beginning of April before traditionally the snow starts melting up in the mountains around here.
We've got some
time. We've got some time, but yeah, it would be probably nice to have our weather pattern be a little more active. That said, I know we've all been enjoying the sunshine. Not going to see as much of that today. Cloudy skies. Temperatures are warmer this morning as a result. Just don't expect it to be much warmer in the afternoon without the benefit of that sun. So we're just going to end up right in the 30s here and upper 20s as you head further north. Overall, it will be a kind of a duller and a little bit more of a gray day around the inland northwest. Now, we are going to have a chance for some snow, but don't expect a bunch out of this. We're talking about a dusting at best. We'll certainly be looking for a little bit of snow in the North Cascades and around northern parts of Okanagan County, but once again, not expecting a ton here, especially outside of mountain areas. We get a little band of snow dropping down across Montana. That extends out over the North Idaho Panhandle. This is about 7 in the evening and even just a little bit into eastern Washington. Our best chance for some snow around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, which it's not going to last very long. We're talking about maybe an hour of accumulating snowfall at best. Will be kind of in that 8 to 9 o'clock range, and then that snow band continues to the south through about midnight across the rest of our area. So the further south you go, the stronger this will be and the more likely you are to pick up some notable snowfall. And you may have to take it a little bit easier out on the roads in the morning, tomorrow morning that is. So you can see here, we have maybe up to an inch around the Silver Valley. especially from Wallace as you work your way up to Lookout Pass. Otherwise, we are talking about a dusting, or at least fractions of an inch across those areas, across the Palouse region, that we are going to have a decent chance for some notable snowfall. Not expecting a whole lot on the Washington side of this. Now, this is all out ahead of some cold air that's going to be moving in. You'll notice it a little bit on Friday. You'll notice it a lot more as the skies clear, temperatures drop, and some Arctic air out over the plains kind of influences things a little bit more on Saturday. So there's going to be some chilly weather through the weekend once again. We'll have to wait until kind of next week for things to start warming up notably. So yeah, it's going to be another set of cold mornings. We'll be down into the mid-teens. Certainly could see, perhaps if things kind of break the right way, some single-digit temperatures up near the Canada border. Oof. Maybe some sub-zero in the Methow Valley again like we saw earlier this week. So if it's been cold for you over the past few days, it'll likely be pretty cold again this weekend.
The sun really does help.
It helps. We just don't have enough of it right now.
Yeah.
At least it's a mood booster.
Yes.
You can be cold,
True.
but see the sun.
Good morning, Northwest time is now. It's just about 6:21.
Well, it was an absolute barn burner at the Spokane Arena last night as the Chiefs took on the top team in the Western Hockey League, the Everett Silvertips. And we'll have highlights from last night's tilt that's coming up next in Morning Sports.
And a live look at the moon shining over downtown Spokane. We're a little more than an hour away from sunrise. This is a live look, though. We'll be back right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters. And every path leads to new possibilities. Get 2.9% APR plus no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2025 Equinox models. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Birthday is coming up. We're in this comfy room in Triple Play Hotel so we can make plans without her hearing.
So we need a huge cake, a giant salad, and a good-sized mariachi band. Hold on a second. Does it seem a little dark in here for 2 p.m.?
Sorry, guys. Where I'm from, they didn't do birthdays. It's very exciting.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Every generation is known for something.
We perfected avocado toast.
Free love and cheap houses.
Short attention spans.
What was the question?
And this year, Generation Beta arrives. A generation that could live longer than ever. That's why Prudential is helping them prepare for retirement earlier than ever. We're offering every baby born on January 1st the Beta Baby Bonus. $150 that could become $100,000 when they retire.
Good luck, Beta babies.
It's never too early or too late to protect your life's work with Prudential.
The future's uncertain, but you're more likely to get a high-paying gig if you're armed with college or career training after high school. WA Grant makes that education affordable or even free. See if you qualify at wagrant.org.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. It's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Starting at $13.99.
The Spokane Chiefs have waited all week for this, a battle of the best in the West between Spokane and Everett Silvertips at the top of the WHL Western Conference standings. Each team has a win over the other in their 2 meetings so far this season. Chiefs Reading with a packed crowd. Parking lot was indeed not easy last night, but the first goal sure was. Breakaway by Smith. Redmond dishes off Coco Armstrong. The solid finish. Nobody stopping that one. 1-0 Chiefs. Under 5 to go in the first. Here comes Everett On the counterattack, they earned their first goal. Dominic Ryman with the strike won all. Going into the second period, and whoa, we got a fight. Clark Schaefer tussling with Caden Allen. Both players go to the box. Major penalties, so Everett taking the lead. And here come the Chiefs right back. Shot block, scruffle right at the net. Rasmus Ekstrom finding a way to score. Swede tying us up at 2. He'll score again within the final minute of the second period. No score in the third. It's a 3-2 final. Chiefs earning the win. They're now moving on to their next game in just one day against the Medicine Hat Tigers, and a week off before another game in Spokane Arena against the Victoria Royals. That's all for morning sports. Tune in at 6 and night Saturday night for more local sports.
Wow, that was a fun one last night.
Go Chiefs!
Our time is now 6:25.
We are continuing to track a deadly apartment fire last night in Spokane Valley. Allison Martinez is live this morning.
The Spokane Valley Fire Department is investigating the cause of this deadly fire. We'll tell you all the information we know coming up.
And 10,000 refugees now barred from entering the United States after President Trump's executive order. How this order is having an impact locally when we come back. As we send you to a break, here's what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, scare in the air.
Mayday, 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 Cathay 811.
This video capturing the moment this Cathay Pacific airline cabin carrying 302 people filled with smoke less than half an hour after taking off from Boston Logan International Airport early Monday morning.
I just saw a lot of smoke around me.
Passengers on board the Hong Kong-bound flight growing frantic.
Initially, I thought, I was like, maybe it's just the altitude, air difference. And then I was like, I can't breathe.
The smoke also enveloping the cockpit.
Cathay 811, heavy copy, smoke in the cockpit.
The pilots forced to dump fuel so the plane could return to Logan. Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this urgent investigation with your GMA First Look. I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
Got an itchy throat from allergies? New Claritin Liquid provides powerful all-day allergy relief in an instantly soothing liquid. For relief of even your most irritating symptoms, like an itchy throat. New Claritin Liquid. Live Claritin Clear.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Wow, where has this been my entire life? Having to clean with multiple products is a hassle. With Magic Eraser, I use it on everyday messes. I even use it on things that I think are impossible to clean. You need Mr. Clean Magic Eraser in your life.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now with Skyrizi, I'm all in. Thanks to Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin, and many even achieved 100% clear skin.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
It's back, the Big Boat Show, 4 big days. Come on out, shop and compare. There's something for everyone at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
When winter season hits, Emergency supports your immune system with so much more than vitamin C. Be ready to fight back with Emergency. And for on-the-go immune support, try Emergency Crystals. No water needed.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Atlas with 1.9% APR for 60 months or a $3,500 bonus. Drive home your dream SUV today.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
Why do couples choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
I need it a little cool.
And I need it a lot of cool.
Sleep Number does that.
Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. 9 out of 10 couples sleep better. And now save 40% on our new special edition smart bed. Shop a Sleep Number store near you.
Come on out to the Spokane Boat Show. We've got boats of all types and sizes. Heavy metal, smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, kayaks, canoes, and personal watercraft.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We kick off this half hour with the 4 News Now Story Tracker. It's following the stories people are reading about online this morning.
A new wildfire broke out north of Los Angeles yesterday. It spread to more than 9,400 acres this morning. Fueled by strong winds and dry brush, the Hughes fire forced mandatory evacuation orders for more than 31,000 people. Burning about 50 miles north of LA, it's already the second largest fire in the region, growing to 2/3 the size of the Eaton fire in just a few hours. Much of Southern California remains under a red flag warning for extreme fire risk due to strong, dry winds.
Nominations for the 97th Academy Awards are out this morning after a delay due to the Los Angeles wildfire. It's looking like Wicked and The Brutalists are earning the most love from the Academy with several nominations each, including both for major acting categories and Best Picture. Some of the other Best Picture nominations include Anora, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Dune Part 2.
Conan O'Brien is set to host the ceremony. The Oscars are scheduled to air March 2nd right here on ABC 4 News Now.
Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, January 23rd. Let's check in with Matt Gray. He's in One More Morning for Mark Peterson with your first alert forecast.
And it is a warmer morning as you step out the door. Look, it's still on the cold side for this time of the year, below normal temperatures. However, you know, I'll take upper teens instead of mid-teens, single digits. We even saw a little sub-zero in the Methow Valley yesterday. Well, this looks a whole lot nicer. Compared to 24 hours ago, we're anywhere between about 2 to, well, as you can see in Okanagan County, over 10 degrees above where we were at this time yesterday morning. So the cloud cover that has moved in across the inland Northwest, it's making a big difference. Acting like a blanket, keeping us just a little bit warmer. And as you can kind of see with this cloud cover on our enhanced satellite picture over BC and Alberta, it's generally kind of nudging its way to the south here, and that means we'll be cloudy for the rest of the day. It also means we'll have an opportunity with some added moisture in our atmosphere for a little bit of precipitation. We think that is going to start showing up late this evening, where we'll have a chance for at least a little bit of snow. So we'll take you through that timeline coming up.
We are checking in on breaking news to top this half hour from Spokane Valley. One person is dead in an apartment fire. Crews are still investigating how it started.
Neighbors first reported a tree on fire. Allison Martinez is live this morning at the scene with the information that we know. Allison, good morning.
Robin, Natalie, good morning. The most important takeaway here is that one person is unfortunately dead as a result of this apartment fire. The Spokane Valley Fire Department says they got here just after 8 o'clock last night, and they first were putting out a tree fire, but once crews arrived, they upgraded the fire, calling in more resources, more engines. Now, while investigating a possible extension of the fire, crews saw a fire on a ground floor unit with heavy smoke just billowing out. That's when they found someone dead. Crews were able to put the fire out quickly last night and are still investigating the cause. Now, we spoke to the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, and they say that they questioned a few residents, but no arrests have been made. This fire is still under investigation. We've been in touch with the Spokane Valley Fire Department to try to get you more details, and we'll bring that to our website, kxly.com, as soon as it becomes available. For now, reporting live in Spokane Valley, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
All right, Allison, thanks so much for that update.
Well, today in federal court, the first legal challenge to President Trump's executive order ending birthright citizenship.
Last night, in his first sit-down interview since returning to the Oval Office, Trump talking pardons, immigration, and FEMA. Hannah joins at the Breaking Now desk for us this morning. And Hannah, what challenges are Trump's new policies expected to face today?
Natalie, today a judge in Seattle will hear arguments to Trump's order to end birthright citizenship. Meanwhile, Trump has now sent 1,500 troops to the U.S.-Mexico border. The Pentagon says this includes military police, combat engineers, and intelligence specialists. They will help build physical barriers along the border.
You will be returned home. You will be arrested. You will be prosecuted. Do not come.
As another wildfire starts in Southern California, Trump is also critical of FEMA.
FEMA is getting in the way of everything.
FEMA is responsible for helping people before, during, and after disasters. In the last 4 years, the agency responded to 300 major disasters. Trump says he wants the states to respond to their own disasters. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Another of the president's day one executive orders changes the country's policy on refugees, canceling flights for many preparing to come to the United States. It's expected to affect about 10,000 people who had already scheduled their flights. Officials also say no additional travel bookings will be accepted. According to the executive order, the U.S. is not able to deal with the influx of more immigrants. During the Biden administration, refugee admissions were limited to 125,000 per year. One of those refugees includes the family member of a former refugee turned U.S. citizen here in Spokane.
He now works at Thrive International, a Spokane organization that helps refugees. Saul Gary's brother-in-law was set to come to America, but he'll now be barred from entering. The executive order suspends the country's refugee admissions program indefinitely as of the 27th, barring any new entries.
It's heartbreaking as a former refugee, been through the same process, and also knowing that my family would not be able to travel due to the administration, the ban, and it's just very emotional.
Now, President Trump did not give a specific timeline on when the program could be reactivated, stating in an executive order that it will only resume if it's in the interest of the United States. Well, the Trump administration recently announced federal immigration officers can now arrest people in churches and schools. This marks a shift away from the long-standing policy of avoiding so-called sensitive areas. The administration saying it will not tie the hands of law enforcement, but trust them to use common sense. Here in the Inland Northwest, federal agents will not get help from local law enforcement in Washington. That's because state law says officers do not participate with other agencies in sweeps or efforts focused on detaining undocumented immigrants. The Spokane Police Department released a statement saying, "We respect the rights and dignity of all individuals, reinforcing our commitment to equitable law enforcement for everyone in Spokane." But in Idaho, the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office saying it will help federal agents, writing criminals, whether foreign nationals, illegal immigrants, or U.S.-born citizens, will not use Kootenai County as a place of refuge.
Around the Northwest, a woman from Boise is rejecting a pardon from President Donald Trump for her role in the January 6th insurrection. She sat down with CNN to explain why she is turning it down.
They're trying to rewrite history that January 6th was not an insurrection, and I don't want to be a part of that. It was an insurrection. It was a riot. It would be a slap in the face to the Capitol Police and to the rule of law.
Pam Hemphill goes on to say she plans on working with her attorneys to make sure the pardon is rejected. Good morning. Northwest time is 6:37.
Checking back in with Matt Gray this morning as we're getting ready to start our day. What can we expect as we head out the door?
All right. Warmer temperatures, cloudy skies, so we can probably put the sunglasses away, but just for one day because we've got some more cold air on the way. We'll talk about that coming up.
One Tennessee teenager is dead. Another hurt in a school shooting yesterday. It's the first school shooting so far this year. What we know, that's coming up.
And adults only. The new section and new rules you now have in Idaho public libraries. That's right after the break.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
It's the new year, and we're ringing in the savings, like up to $15,520 off or 0% APR on a new Sierra 1500 Denali. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
I've been in the sporting goods business all my life, and what my customers tell me is they want American, made in the U.S. They want tough, rugged, and durable. They want freedom, and freedom to go where they want and to get back safely. America's low boats, powered by Mercury Outboards, along with Elephant Boys Boating Store, can give you that freedom. At Elephant Boys Boating Store with Mercury Outboards, we have what you want.
And now a joke from Yolk's Fresh Market. What are dogs called in the winter? Chili dogs!
It's the new year, and we're ringing in the savings, like up to $9,000 off for 3.9% APR on a new Sierra 2500 HD Denali. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Welcome back. It is now 6:40. In news around the nation, a deadly shooting at a high school in Tennessee. The Metro Nashville Police Department says a 17-year-old student fired shots in the Antioch High School cafeteria yesterday morning, hitting 2 students. A 16-year-old girl is dead. A bullet grazed another boy's arm. The shooter, who has been identified by police, shot and killed himself. It's the first school shooting to occur in the U.S. this calendar year. Last year, there were 83.
Takeaways in your weather for this morning. Another round of cold air is on the way for this weekend. In the meantime, a little warmer today, a little bit more clouds, and we'll have a chance for some snow this evening.
In Kootenai County, books with mature or sexual content will no longer be on the shelves of public or school libraries.
Instead, they'll be shelved in a private adults-only room. It's in accordance with an Idaho law passed last year aimed at shielding minors from sexually explicit content. The Community Library Network, which manages several Kootenai County libraries, voted in favor of setting up a private room for mature content last Thursday. Anyone under the age of 18 will have to be accompanied by a parent or legal guardian to have access to that content. Opponents say it should be up to the parents to decide which books their children can read, not the government.
Look at those books. Decide for yourself if it's appropriate for your child, not for everyone's child.
The Post Falls Library has temporarily pulled 140 books from the general shelves to review whether or not they should be moved to this new mature content section area.
The Community Colleges of Spokane is rebranding to Spokane Colleges, home of Spokane Community College and Spokane Falls Community College. And it says the new logo better represents who they are and their values. The athletic mascot, check this out, is Skitch, is now known as Sasquatch, not Bigfoot. As for why the foot logo went away, Spokane Colleges says its research showed people found the foot unappealing.
I get it. I really like the new. Robin is pro foot logo. She likes it. I think the rebrand looks really nice, though.
Yeah, I do too. I really like the river and the mountains and the colors. Yeah, it's all really cool.
Very classy.
Yeah. Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:43.
Well, do you have a picky eater in your life? After the break, we got the best ways you can help expose that picky eater to some new foods when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Chicken Osaka. Ask for it by name. Exclusively at Mustard Seed, Northtown Mall.
All right, it's gonna be another good day. Hey, it's cold out, you guys. Families are freezing. They deserve better than that. Let's show them how business should be done. Hey, guys, have a great day. Need anything, let me know. Okay, Fix Rider is free, baby. You know it's actually going all the way this year, right?
Yeah.
I do.
Big day. No heat calls, right? We haven't been voted #1 for nothing, you guys. We've worked really hard to earn these customers' trust, and let's show them that we are the best company in town, okay?
The Harlem Globetrotters 2025 World Tour is here. We're coming to Spokane Arena on January 27th and Beasley Coliseum on February 4th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com/Washington for tickets to the 2025 World Tour, presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Get $5,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners and lessees get an additional $1,000 cash allowance when you purchase. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Tonight, after the Portland Trailblazers game, Spokane high school athletes with and without disabilities are competing and connecting, how they're creating a community on and off the court. Watch tonight after the game on a special edition of 4 News Now.
Right now, you could be sitting on a gold mine and not even know it. That's because for the price of the loose change currently hiding in your couch, you could hit a jackpot at Northern Quest. It's true. 188 people do it every day, and often with a bet that jingles rather than folds. So flip over a couch cushion near you, then win your share of more than $13 million worth of jackpot payouts each month. Only at Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
Chicken Osaka. Ask for it by name. Exclusively at Mustard Seed, Northtown Mall.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Toyota.
Good morning and welcome back. It's now 6:46. Whether it's the taste of broccoli, the texture of mom's meatloaf, or you don't like milk, kids can be pretty picky about their food and drinks.
But why is that? Jennifer Highland is registered dietitian for Cleveland Children's Clinic, and she has some ideas.
Typically starts early in toddlerhood. And at that age, it really kind of comes because kids are finding their independence a lot of times. A lot of times it's behavioral. It's not always 100% because of the food. But also, you know, they're experiencing different textures, different flavors. Things don't taste the same every single time they eat them. So it can be common for kids to become picky.
Highland says other factors could be playing a role too, like maybe they had a bad day at school and don't have much of an appetite. They're having issues swallowing or get an upset stomach after they eat. So what can parents do to help their picky eaters? She recommends being consistent with those meal times and expectations, serving at least one food you know they like, and trying to make fruits and veggies a little more fun.
It can also help to include them in the cooking process. And if you're going to serve them something new, Highland suggests giving them a smaller portion so it's less intimidating.
Some other things that you can work towards is repetition. So oftentimes I hear parents, my kid doesn't like X food, so they never serve it again. It takes a lot of exposures for kids to learn to like something. And if they're not given the opportunity, they never have a chance to even learn to like something. So even if you feel like your kid does not like green beans, please continue to offer green beans.
Finally, force feeding does not work. Making a child eat unwanted food or forcing them to sit at the table until they finish is more likely to lead to unnecessary stress and arguments than it is to healthy eating. Have you seen that video? It's going around of the little baby in the high chair with a piece of broccoli. Just touching the broccoli makes it gag.
No. Oh, I know. It's so sad. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can probably relate to that.
Oh, boy.
I'd like to apologize to my mom for
being a picky eater.
For being a picky eater growing up and all that stuff there. So, all right, let's talk about snow because we haven't had a whole lot of it around many of our valley locations, including Spokane this January. And now with that southern snowstorm we had the last couple of days, things have gotten really, really weird. So these are January snow totals where Pensacola, Florida, Mobile, Alabama, and Thibodaux, Louisiana have more snow this month than Spokane does. Now, will this be repeated anytime soon? Well, probably not for Pensacola. That's more snow in just a couple of days than they had in the entire previous 124-year climate record for that city. So, yeah, some weird stuff's been going on out there. We do have some odds for some snow tonight. It's just, it's not particularly good. For Spokane, about a 30% chance for some measurable snow. Do think that we'll see a lot of places that at least get a few flurries. You could see places like Pullman, Lewiston, and St. Mary's. You'll have the best chance for some snow that sticks and perhaps makes things a little slick as you're getting your Friday morning started. Here's the timeline of the snow. Some light showers around northern parts of Okanagan County and in the Selkirk Mountains here as we head towards 5, 6 o'clock. Then by 7, 8 o'clock, we're starting to see a band of snow move down mainly through the Idaho Panhandle. A little bit of snow trying to leak across the Washington state line here. The best chance around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene for some snow is going to be around 8, 9 o'clock. And then that band continues to the south and likely dumps higher amounts, but we're talking about fractions of an inch higher amounts as it moves to the south through midnight, through the Palouse, and through the LC Valley, and eventually down to the Camas Prairie. We'll be quiet by the time we get to Friday morning. And that leaves us with right now and what we could expect for the rest of the day. You could see partly cloudy conditions, mostly high cirrus clouds. We will see things kind of cloud up generally a little bit more as we head throughout the rest of the day. Cold temperatures will follow this weekend. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
Life moves fast, and we get it. You're busy. Our digital banking can change how you manage your money. Whether you're chatting with a representative after hours, depositing a check from your phone, or meeting with us face-to-face. Wherever life takes you, we've got you covered. It's your money. Access it anytime, anywhere. Open your account at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
When it comes to buying used vehicles, we know that there's a lot of options for you out there.
Make Colville Toyota your first option for quality used vehicles.
Before our cars hit the lot, we inspect and repair any issues that we may find. We care about our customers and our cars, and it shows with the extra TLC that we put into them.
If you're in the market for a new, used, or certified vehicle, come to Colville Toyota and buy with confidence.
Because we're your small-town dealership with a big heart.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Tee off in style at Circling Ravens' top-tier golf suites. Play more than 80 famous golf courses around the world. It's a hole-in-one for all skill levels. Visit cdacasino.com for details.
Winning is just the beginning.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. The time right now, 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint.
Matt Gray tracking a cloudy and cold day ahead.
Hannah Joy's in studio with details on the extreme winter weather that's still affecting millions of Americans around the country.
But first, Allison Martinez following breaking news in Spokane Valley.
The Spokane Valley Fire Department is investigating an apartment fire that left one person dead. Now, the Spokane Valley Fire Department says they got to this apartment complex just after 8 o'clock last night, originally responding to a tree fire. And when they arrived, they upgraded this to a working fire, calling for more engines. Now, while investigating, they saw a fire on a ground floor unit with heavy smoke billowing out, and that's where they found someone dead. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says they questioned a few residents, but there are no arrests at this time. We are still working to learn more information about this fire and how it started. We'll bring you the latest on our website, kxly.com.
4 people overdosed on drugs in downtown Spokane yesterday. One of them died and 3 were hospitalized. It happened near 3rd Avenue and Lincoln Street. Right now, we don't know exactly what they overdosed on, but according to the Spokane County Medical Examiner, in the first 22 days of the new year, 16 people died from accidental illicit drug overdoses.
And it will be a slightly warmer morning around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Temperatures in the 20s, a little bit more cloud cover. Will gradually cloud up throughout the day. A little bit less sun than we've seen the last couple of days. We'll also have a chance for a couple of light snow showers as we head into the evening, but not expecting much in the accumulation department. Mainly, we'll be seeing less than an inch if you're lucky enough to get some accumulating snow. We've got cold temperatures coming again for the weekend.
Winter weather is affecting millions of Americans across the country. So far, 10 people have died from the cold temperatures, and thousands of homes and businesses are without power from Texas to Florida. In Florida, there is more than 9 inches of snowfall, and New Orleans has about the same with some icy conditions. But in the west, there are more fires near Los Angeles. The Hughes fire north of LA has forced 31,000 people to evacuate. We know parts of Interstate 5 had to be closed. Then later Wednesday evening, it reopened. Officials also say the fire is burning more than 10 acres per minute, and the fire warning is extended for tomorrow. As of now, the fire is only contained by 14%. For updates on the Trump administration or this fire, to be exact, tune in to Good Morning America.
Trump administration recently announced federal immigration officers can now arrest people in churches and schools. The administration saying it will not tie the hands of law enforcement. In the inland Northwest, federal agents won't get help from local law enforcement in Washington. That's because state law says officers do not participate in efforts focused on detaining undocumented immigrants. The Spokane Police Department released a statement saying, "We respect the rights and dignity of all individuals, reinforcing our commitment to equitable law enforcement for everyone in Spokane." In Idaho, though, the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office says it will help federal agents, writing criminals, whether foreign nationals, illegal immigrants, or U.S.-born citizens, will not use Kootenai County as a place of refuge.
Another of the president's Day 1 executive orders changes the country's policy on refugees, canceling flights for many preparing to come to the United States. During the Biden administration, refugee admissions were limited to 125,000 per year. The executive order suspends the country's refugee admissions program indefinitely as of the 27th, barring any new entries.
Manzanita House, a local organization, is increasing its efforts to make sure immigrant populations in our area know their rights. The goal is to prepare immigrants with knowledge about their rights in the United States. Immigration attorney Samuel Smith says recent changes to immigration policies have caused an influx of calls to Manzanita House. You can find more information about it on kxly.com.
Well, today, attorneys for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students will argue that some of the key evidence used to connect their client to the scene of the crime should be thrown out. The defense says the genetic genealogy process used to connect Brian Kohberger to the knife sheath found at the scene was not transparent or legal. His defense team has argued that the genetic genealogy evidence should not be allowed at the trial. The judge says the court will stream what it can, but says he is concerned that potential jurors could hear evidence that they are not allowed to consider during the trial. Of course, we'll continue to follow this court appearance closely and keep you up to date on all the new information and decisions in this case on our website, kxly.com.
And as we send you to a quick commercial break, a live look, a beautiful look before sunrise. We're about 30 minutes away from it, maybe a little bit less. Matt has a look at your forecast coming right up.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for loud sneezers, Gesundheit, Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals? Let's go! Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Move Fitness.
Join the movement. Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
Oh, we have been having some killer sunrises lately in the inland northwest. You can see there's a little bit more high cloud coverage, but overall should be a wonderful start to your morning and a little bit warmer as well. We'll see partly cloudy skies, eventually turning mostly cloudy by the end of the day with temperatures in the 30s. A very brief period of snow showers late this evening, and then it's right back into the cold. We'll be down into the teens this weekend. We'll even see some single digits up near the U.S.-Canada border. We'll have a more substantial warm-up next week.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
We'll see you throughout the morning on GMA. It starts now.